April is Parkinson's Awareness Month, time to shine a light on a neurological disease that affects nearly 1 million Americans. Dr. Dhruve Jeevan is a neurosurgeon for St. David's North Austin and Round Rock Medical Centers. He's here to raise awareness and to help us understand a little bit more about this disease. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. Tell us a little bit about what Parkinson's disease is for those who may not know.
Sure. Parkinson's is a progressive neurological disorder where there is a loss of the brain's kind of happy substance, dopamine, over time. Patients often notice a loss of ease of movement, but it can also affect other things like mood and cognition too.
You mentioned mood and movements, but tell us a little bit about some of the other warning signs that people could watch for and people around others.
Yeah, most people associate Parkinson's disease with tremors. That's what they see most commonly represented on TV and things like that. But other things can precede even tremors occurring, such as loss of kind of facial expressions and masked faces, micrographia, which is small handwriting, sleep disorders, chronic constipation, things like that can also present as an initial presentation with Parkinson's disease.
And who is most at risk for developing Parkinson's disease?
So there's no real major risk factors. It's kind of a combination of factors, partly genetic, although only 15% of people may have a relative who's got Parkinson's disease. It's not a fixed genetic disorder. Exposures to pesticides, traumatic brain injuries in the past can be linked with it, but it's really a disease that most people associate with getting older too. That's also a fallacy, that you can have early onset Parkinson's disease that can present before the age of 52. Again, no real known risk factors. It's just one of these progressive disorders that you have to keep an eye on.
Dr. Jeevan, tell us a little bit about some of the treatments that might be available out there for folks who are dealing with Parkinson's.
Yeah, so you know, the treatment of Parkinson's really involves a good multidisciplinary team. You need a good neurologist as well as physical therapists and things like that. Because really the one thing that you have to understand about Parkinson's disease is that it is a progressive disorder, but it's not something that patients die from, right? It's the complications that can arise from Parkinson's disease, especially as patients get older, that leads to complications like increasing falls and pneumonia and things like that.
And that means that you cannot roll it back.
Correct. Now, in terms of treatment, it's really managing the symptoms and improving quality of life. The mainline treatment is replacing dopamine with dopamine drug therapies, but newer treatments such as deep brain stimulation and now focused ultrasound have really kind of changed the way that we can help these patients manage their symptoms and improve their quality of life.
And Dr. Jeevan, if you could give advice to any of our viewers who might be caretaking for a patient who has Parkinson's, what advice would you give them?
You know, being supportive, providing the support when they need. Symptoms can fluctuate from day to day, as well as throughout the day, but making sure they have a good exercise regime, they're able to improve their quality of life with treatment strategies, as well as getting them to support groups, really makes a change in their quality of life as well as the longevity.
And we're talking about some of the advances you touched on a little bit. What else can we look forward to? What's in the works for helping people with Parkinson's down the road? Sure.
So improvement in the deep brain stimulation technology, as well as detection of Parkinson's disease and managing these symptoms with AI technology that's coming through, as well as newer gene therapies and cell therapies that are currently under trial too.
It's amazing how AI is just showing up in every kind of field.
Yeah, so the thing with AI and Parkinson's disease is that the deep brain stimulation has been around for Parkinson's disease for a while, but the disease itself can fluctuate not just day to day, but minute to minute. And if we can predict changes in that minute to minute, we can then drive therapy to match that, making patients' quality of life much smoother throughout the day too.
Oh, this is the month to really learn about it. We appreciate you stopping by. Dr. Dhruve Jeevan, thank you.
No problem, thank you.